Well, hey there, rock stars. Sarah Rockin' Robbins here, coming to you live for another network marketing tip of the day. Before we get started, let's get acquainted. Go ahead and shout out below who you are and where you're tuning in from. And remember, if it is your first time watching, click a number 1 in the comments below. I would love to warmly welcome you. And as always, you can click the share button right now. Share this for a virtual viewing party on your team pages, or in the inbox with a friend. Remember, as always, the more on your team who know, the greater your team will grow. As you're introducing yourself, I'd love to introduce myself. Who am I? I am Sarah Robbins, a former kindergarten teacher turned one of network marketing's top leaders. Personally sponsored over 300 people in my business. We built a team of over 300,000, and together we did over $1 billion in sales in just a year. And I share my best practices, my system for success, and my best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. You can get it on Amazon or on my website at sarahrobbins.com. We do have Kindle, we've got hard copy you can get to welcome new team members or as congratulation gifts, just right inside You Rock, or the audio version that is read by me, yours truly, Make Your Car a Rolling University. And of course, as you know, I share my tips over here, my free network marketing tips during the week. And I'm so excited to be with all of you guys today. And we're going to be talking a little bit about really how to tell your story truthfully in network marketing, because the truth is good enough. How do you talk about your network marketing business? The money you're making, or maybe not making. We're going to talk a little bit about that too. Before I start, I just want to quickly share, as we're waiting for people to kind of pile in, it is my birthday month. So I have actually extended an offer I've been sharing with you all last week for this week only. All of our courses on sarahrobbins.com, if you click on store, all of the webinars or master classes are being offered for this week for one final week at the introductory rate. We launched them last year. Some of our best sellers were social media that sells, how I built my business primarily online using Instagram and Facebook, Rock Your Recruiting, specifically language and skills on how to recruit like a rock star in your business to help you get more customers and consultants for your team. There's about 7 classes there. They're being offered at over half off. The price will change on April 15th. So go to sarahrobbins.com now, click on the store, and make sure you scoop up all of the classes you want. Actually, I had a gal who scooped them all up last week, and we wrote her a message and we thanked her. But I do hope that that helps you to rock your network marketing business. All right, guys, so today let's talk about how to talk about your network marketing business, and most specifically, how to talk about your story. I want you to write this down. The truth is good enough. And really, good is good enough. I'll never forget when I was starting my business back in the day, and I was meeting actually with my mom and a prospect of hers, and we were sitting down chatting. She was sharing her story, and kind of conversation that came up, this woman asked my mom, well, how much are you making in your business? Now, keep in mind, this was over 10 years ago. It was back in the beginning when we were starting. And I think it was sometime maybe during her first year, and she told the lady that she had earned $10,000 in 1 month. Okay, so annualized, that's a 6-figure residual income. Today, she's a 7-figure earner with the company. But of course, I was a former kindergarten teacher, so to me, that was a really, really big deal. And to most people, for a side hustle, 6 figures, man, that's a really big deal, right? But I'll never forget this woman looking at my mom, and she was like, that's all? I mean, I was like floored, like my jaw hit the ground. I was floored. I'm like, that's all? Like, I thought that that was absolutely incredible, that her side hustle, her side gig in the beginning of working her business, and at that time, part-time, was able to pay her a 6-figure annualized income. But here's the thing that I learned from that story. You don't know what is a lot or a little to some people. So we really have to get to a place where we're confident in sharing our story, focusing on the meaning behind the money, and telling our story in a different way that is relevant, but also compliant in our industry. Because here's the thing, on one side, we don't know what is a lot or a little to some people. But on the other side, we are a highly regulated industry. We cannot be making product claims or income claims. You can't say your products cure anything. And gone are the days, and not to mention it's tacky anyways, where people are parading across the stage with checks or making promises of income to other people. We can't do it, guys. And bottom line, if you are doing it, it absolutely has to stop. So how do we tell our story in a way that is compelling, yet relevant and real, and that makes a real impact on the life of the prospect, the person who's hearing your story? Write this down. The truth is good enough. And I want you to also write this down. Focus on meaning versus money. Focus on meaning versus money. Now on the flip side, I remember back in the day, I had a guy who joined me, and I asked him what his goal was. I would say, you know, what is your beginning getting started goal? What would, you know, healthy month one income look like to you? And this guy said, I want to earn $50 in a month. I'm like, $50? And he's like, yes, I don't want to be pushed any further than that. He said, I just want to be able to take my wife out for one nice dinner, one nice date night a month. Now I know, cue the right? If I could open up commenting here. In fact, you can, you know, type it in the comments below. Isn't that sweet? I mean, that's super sweet. So again, it illustrates the picture that we don't know what is a lot or a little to most people. And remember, the majority of people doing this business, doing network marketing, direct sales, they're doing it in very part-time hours. So this is additional income for their family. That's why when we focus on telling a story, I focus on the why and the what. The why and the what. So here's how to tell your business truthfully in a way that really helps you to stay compliant in the industry and in your company, but also remain relevant to a prospect as well. So first, when you're telling people about your business, your success, why you joined, the first thing that I recommend that you share is your why you joined. Because remember, guys, people buy you before they buy your product or your opportunity any day. So talk to them about your why, the emotion behind why you joined your company. Then the second thing that you'll talk about is what the business is doing for you or what you plan on it doing for you. Now here's the thing, guys. Confidence is key. No wimpy words, nothing wishy-washy like, oh, I hope, or, you know, maybe, or if this all works out someday. That's not very compelling, is it? It's all about your posture. It's all about your mindset. Choose your words wisely. Like, our goal is, or we are planning to, or through this business, we are excited to be able to, right? And to use those powerful, affirming words as you're sharing your story. But how do you share it, right? How do you share it without having to say, I earned $50 this month, or I earned $50,000 this month, which just seems unreal or sometimes unrelatable, right? If I told people my story about what I earned every month, they'd think that I was just telling them a story because it's so big, it's almost unbelievable, right? So here's what I would say. If I was telling my story and if I was new and I was starting, or maybe I've been doing it for a while and my side gig is giving me a nice side income, but maybe it's not a career income yet. I would say, write this down. In part-time hours, my business has allowed me to, I'm going to say it again. In part-time hours, my business has allowed me to put my son in the preschool of his choice, pay some extra bills and contribute to the family, create a shameless shoe fund, or contribute to our dream home fund, right? And again, when you tell a story like that, without focusing on the money piece, how much money am I making, but more on the meaning, you really connect to the prospect. You become more credible because they say, well, gosh, I wish I had a side hustle that allowed me to buy the shoes that I wanted without feeling shame behind it. Or gosh, I wish that I could put my son in the preschool of choice. Or you know what, I wish I could put my daughter in the college of her choice. So again, in talking about why, here's why I joined, why I was looking, why I decided to do this. And here's what the business has allowed me to do. In part-time hours, the business has allowed me to do X, Y, and Z. You know, and it's not just on money, guys. It's not just, on, what the dollars and cents are allowing you to do, but what has the extra time freedom allowed you to do? It's allowed me to be fully present in my family's life. It's allowed me to do the drop off and the pickup from school for my kids. Whatever your truth is, but remember this always, the truth is good enough. And when we focus on the meaning behind the money, the why behind the what, not only does it allow us to stay compliant in a highly regulated industry, but also within our company, but it also allows you to connect with a prospect in a way that is totally meaningful and brings the story to life for them. So share your why you joined, share your what the business is doing for you. And remember, as always, focus on the meaning of your story versus the money. In part-time hours, this is what the business is allowing me to do. Be more present with my family, contribute to causes that are near and dear to our heart, and illustrate that story. And all of a sudden, it'll be a game changer. Just watch. It'll change your results and power up your prospecting as well. Did you guys like that tip? All right. Now, speaking of powering up your prospecting, remember, guys, I have some great classes for you for the final week. It's my birthday month, and it is the final week that they are going to be offered at the introductory price. We kicked them off last year, and the results were absolutely incredible, and the feedback has been amazing. You can get 2-hour master classes with me on skill sets like powering up your prospecting and rocking your recruiting, supersize your sales, or social media that sells. Check them all out today at sarahrobbins.com. Click on the store. And remember, next week you're going to see the prices are more than doubled because, of course, those were our introductory rates. We're migrating our systems for this year, and I'm giving you one last notice to get all of the classes that you want, because I can promise you this: if you take them and you learn them and you put them into practice, you will see how they help you to increase your mindset and your skill set, which in turn will help you to rock your network marketing business. All right, guys, what did you learn today? I would love to hear your takeaways below. Give me a little shout, and don't forget, click the share button. Share this on your team pages, because I can guarantee you so many of your rock stars need to know, how do I tell my story in a way that is compelling and truthful, that gives them the confidence that they need to be able to share it with others as well. All right, guys, share your takeaways below. Share this in an inbox or on a team page. And with that, I want to wish you a great day. God bless, and say goodbye for now. And rock on, rock stars. We will talk to you really soon.